So come to lying back all the way on your mat or in your space. Just arms by your sides and legs straight out. Just take a moment for your Shavasana. Relax through the toes, through the fingertips. And then we'll take a quick body scan. So starting from the bottoms of our feet, just bring your awareness there. Any sensations or temperature changes in the bottoms of your feet. And then moving through your ankle bones, up through your lower legs, past the undersides of your knees, and then through your upper legs, and then to where your glutes and your lower back rest against the floor or your mat. Slowly coming up the spine. And then along your shoulder blades where they rest against the floor, and then we'll move down the lengths of our arms. Go all the way through, past your wrists, through the ends of your fingers, and then rejoining at the top of your spine or the base of your neck. Then moving to your occipital bone where your skull rests against the floor. And then just let that awareness spread all throughout your face, softening your brow, softening your eyelids. And then take a wiggle through your toes and your fingers and hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug and a rock side to side. And then just plant the sole of the left foot down on the ground, knee facing up. Reach from the inside of your right foot. Grab around the sole of your foot. You're taking a happy baby. So just one half. Press the sole of the foot against the hand. You've got lots of purchase here because your both sides of your lower back are pressing into the floor. Try to flatten it down. And if you like, you can extend that left leg, point through the foot, and get a nice extension through that left side while keeping the stretch on. And then check in with your breathing. Make it slow and steady. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, open that leg out toward the side. So you can keep the knee bent if you like. If you can extend through the leg, go ahead and extend. And try to keep both sides of your lower back still on the ground. So don't let that left glute roll up. If you want a little bit more resistance or leverage, bend up your left knee. Take the sole of the foot on the ground. Take one more breath there. And then exhale, soften your grip on that foot. We're going to take the foot up ahead of us and roll it all the way out toward the left. And then you can grab it with your left hand. So you're just taking that twist. You can bend your left knee if that helps you, or keep the leg long. And if you want, add the head. Turn toward your right hand. Soften into that twist. Take one more breath there. And then exhale, bend that right knee, hug the knees back into the chest. So back where we started, give yourself a rock side to side if you like. And then same thing, other side. So lower the sole of the right foot to the ground, right palm to the ground as well. And then flex that left foot, reach from the inside of the foot, fingers around the sole of the foot, and then press. So the sole of the foot pushing against the fingers, lower back pressing into the ground, both sides. You can stay here or you can lengthen that right leg, get a stretch through the quad and the hip flexor, and then point through the toes so you have full extension. If that feels too intense, just keep that knee bent. Tuning into your breath, still nice and steady. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, open that leg out to the left. You can keep the knee bent if you like, or try extending through that leg, and then both sides of the lower back still pressing against the floor. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. You're going to pass that left leg in front of you, so you let go of it with that hand, and then just let it go toward your right hand. So reaching for the outer edge of the foot. You can bend up the bottom knee if that helps you, and then maybe add the head, looking toward the left hand. One more breath in, and then exhale, bend that top leg. So left leg bends, both knees hugging back into your chest. This time, pick up your face. So your face squeezes up toward your knees, you're curled up like an armadillo. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, do the opposite. Spread your toes away from you, spread your arms up overhead, and take a big, long stretch here. As long as you can through your fingertips and toes. One more breath in. And then exhale, bring your hands down by your sides, and you're gonna curl up. So chin toward your chest. Try to reach your fingers toward your toes to come up to your seat, legs out in front of you, and we'll go straight into a forward fold. So hands just down toward the ground, chin toward your chest, round over your legs. If it's too intense, bend up your knees and let your chest fall against your thighs. Take one more breath in, and then exhale, roll on up. Squeeze the thighs together, point through the toes, press your palms to the floor behind your hips, and then lift your chest high, relax your head back. So taking a heart opener in contrast to that forward fold. One more breath in, and then exhale, gently take your head back to neutral. Bend your knees, cross your ankles, take your hands forward. Come to your tabletop. Take a little circle with that torso. So stretching into the wrist creases. You can go clockwise or counterclockwise, up to you. And then change directions. Go the other way. And then stop in the middle, flip your left palm up, fingertips toward your knee, wiggle through the fingers. Change sides, left palm down, right palm up, Wiggle through your fingers. Turn the palm back down, then take the knees close together, untuck the toes, sit it all the way back to your child's pose. Lengthen the arms out, relax the forehead down, relax the elbows. And we'll just tune into our breath here. So as you inhale, you're feeling that belly expand. And as you exhale, you deflate. Belly button travels toward the spine. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Final breath in here. And then on the exhale, bring yourself back up to that tabletop. Separate the knees back to hip width apart and just send your left foot straight out to the side. So the left foot is in line with that left hip joint, and then reach your left arm up. So same leg, same arm. Take a deep breath in, and you're gonna exhale, wrap that arm behind your back. So try to reach your right hip or thigh. You're looking over that left shoulder, and then notice whether your left hip is tilted up. If so, try to square those hips so you're getting a twist. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, release that arm back up high and thread that hand underneath the right hand. So we're coming to twisting the other way. Your left ear goes toward the ground. You look over your right shoulder, and then if you have enough leverage through that bottom arm, wrap your right arm behind your back. Try to find the top of your left thigh. Same thing with those hips. Try not to tilt the right hip up or sink the left hip down. Try to square those hips. Keeping your breath on. One more breath in. And exhale, unthread that arm. Press the palm down and the left palm rejoins. We're going to sit our hips back, keeping that left leg out to the side. Take that one-legged child's pose. So see how low you can go, stretching those arms out, forehead toward the ground. If you can't come all the way down, don't worry. You can be halfway up and still get a nice inner thigh stretch. Take one more breath in. And exhale, take it back up to that tabletop with the leg out, and then you're gonna tuck your right toes under. So bottom toes tuck under, and then see if you can extend that left leg up and behind you. We'll rotate the hip open today, and then bend that knee. And you're gonna look over your right shoulder and imagine closing the loop between your face and your foot. So it's a cat's tail stretch. Your hips are rotated open here, looking behind you. That's it. One more breath in. And exhale, release the leg down, taking it back to your tabletop. Take the knees close together, sit it back to child's pose, tune back into that breath. So deep breath in, expanding your belly. Long breath out. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, take it back up to your tabletop. Separate the knees to hip width apart and just extend the right foot out toward the right. So foot directly in line with your hip joint. Same leg as arm. Inhale the right arm high. Deep breath in, and then exhale, wrap that right arm behind your back. Try to find the top of the left thigh. Roll the right shoulder open, and then make sure you haven't opened the right hip as well. Square those hips to the floor. Take a deep breath in, And then exhale, extend that arm back out and thread that hand underneath the bottom hand. So right palm underneath the left hand, right ear toward the floor. Once you have that leverage, left arm behind your back to find the top of the right thigh. Roll that left shoulder open, hips stay square. One more breath in. And exhale, unwind that arm. Press the left palm down, right palm joins, and then you untuck the back toes if they're tucked and sit back to your one-legged child's pose. Only going as low as your inner thigh flexibility allows. Take one more breath in, and then exhale, take it back to that one-legged tabletop. Tuck your left toes under, and you're gonna float that right leg up and back. And you roll the hips open, so your right hip stacks on top of your left. You bend your right knee, you look over your left shoulder, and imagine closing that loop between your face and the foot. One more breath in, and then exhale, extend that leg, bring the knee back in underneath you, thighs together, sit it back to your child's pose, relax once more. So elbows down, forehead down. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. One more breath in. And then exhale it back to your tabletop. Tuck the toes under, extend those legs, find your first down dog. Possibly the first one in 2 weeks. So take it easy, tune in with how you're feeling from head to foot, easing into that familiar shape. And we're gonna start to move with some breath. So on your next inhale, lift to your tiptoes, roll forward to plank, and then exhale, bend your knees to a hovering tabletop, knees just off the floor. Keep exhaling as you push the hips back and lengthen back to down dog. 2 more of those. Inhale, lift to your tiptoes, roll forward to your plank. Exhale, bend the knees, hover, push back to down dog, complete the exhale. Last one, inhale, lift to your tiptoes, roll forward to plank. Exhale, bend the knees to hover, and then push back to your down dog. Lift up to your tiptoes, walk the toes in halfway. So you're in an elevated, small down dog. We're gonna shift our weight into our right toes, flex your left foot, and then if you need to bend the knee, go ahead and bend. You're just gonna try to touch those left toes toward your left wrist or forearm. So to do that, you can shift your shoulders forward over your wrists. You can bend the knees, anything you need to do. Little taps. Try to tap on an exhale, and inhale, release the foot back. Exhale, one more tap, and release the foot back. Press into your left toes, so you're still in a half down dog, very narrow, up on your tiptoes. Shift your weight into that left foot, flex your right foot. On your next exhale, bring your shoulders forward, tap the toe against the forearm. Nice. Inhale, take it back, relax. Exhale, tap the foot forward. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, tap the toes forward. And then release the toes back. Walk it out back to your down dog. And then move around however you like. Maybe a twist through the lower back and a pedal through the feet. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth side out. Take one more breath in. Exhale it out. Then lift to your tiptoes. Walk your feet all the way to your wrists. Lower the heels down. Soften the knees and release. Find that forward fold. You can just let the hands fall, or you can grab the elbows if that's comfortable. Take a sway if you like. Release through your whole spine. Deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing. Step your feet close together. We'll find our Samastitihi today. So inhale, reach your arms up high, palms pressing together, looking up. And then exhale, just pull the hands down to prayer. Your neck is neutral, you're looking straight ahead. And if you like, soften your eyes shut. Your feet are close together and you're squeezing your inner thighs toward each other, closing any thigh gap, closing any space between the knees. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. Relax the hands by your sides. Blink open the eyes. And we'll start. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, flat back all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, press your hands down, step back to your high plank. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, just the knees down. Take the hips down, lengthen through your spine, and then resist that descent. So using your triceps to lower slowly to the ground. And then inhale, come to your low cobra, or you can lengthen through the arms, come to a higher cobra. Deep breath in at the top. And then exhale, just take your hips back, tuck the toes under, extend your legs straight back to down dog. 3 breaths in down dog. Free movement if you like. One more breath in. And exhale, lift up to your tiptoes. Walk your feet halfway in. We'll give it another round of toe taps. So elevate to your tiptoes. You're in a narrow down dog. Shift your weight into your right toes. Flex your left foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, tap of the toes toward that left arm. Inhale, release. Exhale, tap. You want to feel that your lower core is squeezing. See if you can try tucking your tailbone to make it easier on this last one. So exhale, tuck that tailbone, toes forward, and then step the left toes back. Press into the left toes, flex your right foot, take a deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze and tuck, bring the toes forward. Inhale, relax. Exhale, tuck with your tailbone, toes forward. Inhale, relax. Last one, toes forward, and then step it back. Lift back to your tiptoes, walk the feet all the way forward. Lower the heels down, soften the knees, release in forward fold. If you grabbed your elbows last time, switch your grip, different elbow over the top. Relax your top of the head down toward the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands. Take a slow roll up to standing. Walk the feet together again. And then inhale, reach up high. Exhale, flat back all the way forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, press your hands down, step it back to your high plank. Take a deep breath in. We're going to take a slow exhale to lower all the way down to the floor. So using those triceps, lower all the way down. Spread the feet wide apart. Your hands can stay underneath your shoulders. You're going to push up to a low cobra. If you want to lengthen through the arms and take it to high cobra, go ahead. If you want to walk the arms out further in front of you, a little gentler, go ahead. We're going to take a deeper back bend on this one. So bend the knees. Your knees are apart, but your big toes are going toward each other. And then drop your shoulders down so you've got a long neck. Look up toward the ceiling. Maybe bring your head all the way back. So toes toward the head. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, release back to the floor. Press your hands into the floor underneath your chest. Take it all the way back to your child's pose. So rounding out that spine, forehead down. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale back to your tabletop. Tuck the toes under. Find your down dog again. And then free movement for 3 breaths. Or you can challenge yourself to find stillness and focus just on the breath. One more breath in. And exhale, lift to your tiptoes, bend the knees, look toward your fingertips. Take a big hop to the top. Soften in that forward fold again. Reach your hands behind your back, clasp the fingers, tuck your chin to your chest, take it deep into your forward fold. Knees as soft as you like. Top of the head still very heavy, so the back of your neck is relaxed. Just take a gentle shake of the head, no. Nod of the head, yes. And then we're going to release our arms today. Take the opposite of a backstroke. So you're reaching the arms up overhead, and you're going to see if you can lengthen the fingertips out toward the diagonal. And see if you can come up with a flat back. So you're halfway up. Your hamstrings are working here. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, release back over the legs. We're going to do that one more time. Reach the hands behind your back. Clasp the fingers. If you always take one thumb over the top to switch it out. And then tuck the chin to the chest. You're taking that same deep forward fold. Knees are soft. Gentle shake of the head, no, and nod of the head, yes. Take a deep breath in before you go. And then exhale, we're going to try to lengthen the legs, circle the arms back up over our head, come up to a flat back, halfway up. Take a deep breath in, that's it, working those hamstrings. And then exhale, release back over, take a slow roll up to standing. Last sun A, step your feet close together. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, flat back all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, press your hands down. Step or hop back to your plank. Take a deep breath in and we'll take our full chaturanga. Bend your elbows. Inhale, come to your up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Lift up to your tiptoes. Walk your feet halfway in. Narrow down dog. No toe taps, just a cat's tail stretch. So reach your right leg up and then roll that hip open and bend that knee. And then the same action we did when we when we are on our hands and knees, you look over that left shoulder and you imagine closing the loop between the foot and the head. If you need to bend your bottom knee or lift up to the toes, you can do that. Take one more breath in and exhale, release that leg down. Other side, left leg high, roll the hip open, bend the knee, then look over your right shoulder. Imagine looking toward those toes, reaching the toes toward your face. Take one more breath in, and then exhale, extend it back out. Look toward your fingertips. Just bend your elbows slightly, little turbo dog, and then push the hands back toward your feet. Forward fold toward the back end of your space. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, wiggle the feet out a little bit wider, toes face out, and then you bend your knees and come straight into your Malasana squat. So take prayer into your chest. Leverage of the triceps against the inner thighs. Gently press them open and then rotate your tailbone down. Close your eyes if you like. 3 breaths here. So deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale 2. Long breath out. Last inhale. And then exhale, hands toward the floor. Walk your hands forward, step your feet back to your down dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, roll that hip open, bend the knee, same shape, but feet are further from the hands this time. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, knee into the chest. Step the foot between the hands, lower your back knee. Inhale, reach up to that warrior 1 and kneeling lunge. Press the hips forward. Take a long breath in. And then exhale the hands down. Step it straight back to your down dog, other side. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, roll your hip open. Bend that knee. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, knee into the chest. Step the foot between the hands, lower your back knee, lift the arms up high, press the hips forward. Take a deep breath in, exhale the hands down, big step straight back to down dog. Lift to your tiptoes, roll forward to plank, chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. If you feel like taking a child's pose or moving around, go ahead. Take one more breath in. Exhale it back out. You're in your down dog. Lift up to your tiptoes. Walk the feet halfway in. You're in your narrow down dog shape. Last round of toe taps here. So press into your right toes. Flex your left foot. If you've been bending that supporting knee or even the left knee, try to keep the legs straight this time, and even if you don't reach your left arm, that's okay. Just see if you can tuck your tailbone under, bring that foot a little bit closer in. It may just be a couple of inches. So exhale, go toward your tap. Inhale, release. Exhale, go toward your tap. Inhale, release. And one more, exhale, tap, and step the foot back. Press into your left toes. Flex your right foot. Take an inhale to prepare, and then exhale, bringing the toes forward. So trying to keep both legs straight this time and just using your deep core and the tuck of your tailbone. Take one more tap on an exhale. Inhale, step it back. Lower the heels down. Bend your elbows. Another turbo dog. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, push the hands back. Shuffle the feet wider apart, toes out. Bend down into your Malasana squat. Bring her into your chest. This time we'll take a side stretch. So the left hand goes out long inside your left leg. The right arm reaches high. You roll that right shoulder open. And then the same thing in any twist. You want to keep your hips square, but rotate the shoulders out. If you want to bind, wrap the left arm outside the left leg, right arm behind your back. Find the clasp of the fingers. Keep looking up over that right shoulder. And then notice whether you've collapsed the arch of your left foot. If so, try to plant your toes down and lift through the middle of that arch. Take one more breath in and exhale, release. Right arm out long inside the right leg, left arm high, roll the left shoulder open. The weight is even in both feet. Maybe you bind, so right arm outside the right leg, left arm behind your back, rolling that top shoulder open, and then notice whether you rolled on the insides of your feet or collapse those arches. Press into your right toes, especially lift that arch. One more breath in, and exhale, release. Walk the hands forward, walk the feet back to your down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, roll that hip open, bend the knee. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, knee toward the chest. Step the foot between the hands. Lower that back knee. Inhale the arms up high. This time, if you want to add a little bit more, tuck the back toes, lengthen that back knee off the floor. So taking it up to a crescent lunge, maybe looking up towards your fingertips, maybe even taking a slight back bend. One more breath wherever you are, and then exhale the hands to the floor. Big step back to your down dog. Other side. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, roll your hip open, bend the knee. Inhale. Exhale, knee into the chest. Step the foot between the hands. Lower your back knee. Arms high overhead. Press the hips forward. So you can stay here if you're happy here, or power it up a little bit. Tuck those back toes, lengthen the knee. Maybe take it into a crescent lunge. That's it. One more breath in. Super strong, both hands down, step it back to your down dog. Lift to your tiptoes, roll forward to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, either child's pose or down dog. Your choice, 3 deep breaths. One more breath in. Exhale it back to your tabletop. Tuck the toes under, find that down dog again. And lift up to your tiptoes, bend the knees, looking toward your fingertips. Try to hop your hips over your shoulders, and then the feet come in. Relax in that forward fold. We're gonna go straight into a crow. So you're just gonna inhale, halfway lift, and then walk your hands forward. Plant your palms into the floor. Lift up to your tiptoes. Bend your knees. Bend your elbows. Knees toward the shins. Rock your weight forward. And then doming through the upper back. Finding that shape. Maybe one foot up at a time. Alternating until both feet can lift. Squeezing those heels. Doming that back. Beautiful, Joe. Yes, Lorraine. Propelling your weight forward, just trusting your hands and your upper back. Take one more breath wherever you are, and then exhale, keeping those shoulders forward, shooting your toes back. Catch yourself in chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog, very nice. Exhale it back to your down dog. Inhale, reach the right leg high. This time we'll take it straight in, knee to the chest. Step the foot between the hands, lower your back heel, lift it up to your warrior one. Nice, deep breath in. Exhale the hands down. Step that right foot back as you lower in your chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, raise the left leg high. Exhale the knees straight into the chest. Step the foot between the hands, lower your back heel, lift up to warrior one, left side. Deep breath in. Exhale the hands down, step your left foot back as you chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog, and then exhale either child's pose or down dog. 3 deep breaths. Let's reset. Deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth side out. One more like that. Deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. And seal your lips. Last breath. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, roll that hip open. Bend the knee. You're gonna look over that left shoulder. Try to find that foot behind you. If you wanna lift up to the tiptoes of the left foot for more space, go ahead. One more breath in. And then exhale, bring the knee in toward the nose. Try to really hollow through your upper back. Nose touching that knee if you can. And then step the foot between the hands. Lower your back heel. Lift it up to your warrior one. Take a deep breath in here. We're going to transition to our warrior three. So press into that front foot. Reach those fingertips forward. As slowly as you can, you're going to lift off your back foot. Point or flex the foot, doesn't matter, but do square that left hip down. Stretching out through those fingers. If it's too much, just bring the hands down by your sides. Take one more breath in. And then we're going to exhale. Bring the knee in toward the chest. Right hand to your waist. Grab that knee with your left hand. So straight into your standing balance. And we're going to mirror our first stretch from supine. So reach your left hand inside that left foot. You can flex that left heel so you have more grip. You might just stay here. If you feel like it, you can try extending that leg out toward the left. Maybe send your gaze away from the leg, so over your right collarbone. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then you're going to send that leg back out behind you as slowly as you can. Reach your arms out in front of you. Step it all the way back, and then open the arms into your warrior two. Very nice. Take the left hand down to the back leg, turn the front palm up, reach it up and back, finding that side bend, half of a back bend as well, and then try not to angle your right hip up, so your hips stay square. One more breath in, and exhale, extend that front leg, extend through the arms, reach forward, take it down to your Trikonasana. Right hand toward the ankle or the shin, or just fingertips resting into the floor, left fingertips high. Very nice. One more breath in, and then exhale, look down toward your right foot, bend your right knee, Last step here, bring the right fingertips forward. You can use a block if you have one to lift into your half moon. Point or flex the back foot. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale the left hand down. Standing split. You're going to release here. Just find a passive stretch. Or if you want to take it toward your handstands, walk the palms forward. Palms want to be flat into the floor. Lots of space between your bottom foot and your hands. Lift up to the tiptoes of the right foot. Bend the knee. The thigh goes toward the chest. And then little hops. Just testing the strength of your arms. Push that floor away. Very nice, Lorraine. One more breath in. And then exhale. Lower the left foot down, anywhere behind that right foot. We're going to revolve that Trikonasana. So your feet are just one pace apart or a little bit more. The left hand comes down in front of the right foot or to the outside if you want a deeper twist. Draw the right arm up and back. Revolving. Squaring the right hip down, level with the left. One more breath in. And then exhale the right hand down as well. Just release in that forward fold. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, lift up to the toes of your back foot. Send the foot further back so you come into a deep lunge. Lower that back knee. Untuck the toes. And then send your arms high. If you want to take one more crescent lunge here, go ahead. Little back bend. Just one breath. Deep breath in. And then exhale, lift. Back up to neutral spine, hands to your prayer. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, twist. Left elbow outside that right thigh. Look over that right shoulder. If you want to power it up, back toes tuck under, and you lengthen that back knee. Just one more breath. Deep breath in. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Step it back to your plank and Vinyasa. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take 5 breaths, either in your down dog or down to your child's pose. Feel free to reset your breath if you like. One more breath in, and then exhale it back up to your down dog if you're not already there. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, roll that hip open, bend the knee, and then look over your right shoulder. So chin over that right shoulder to look back and find that foot. Option to lift up to the tiptoes of the bottom foot if you have more space that way. One more breath in. And then exhale. Hug the knee in toward the nose. Really dome through your upper back. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Step the foot between the hands. Lower your back heel. Lift up to your warrior one left side. Take a long breath in, and then exhale, transitioning into that front foot. So slowly bring the weight forward, stretching your fingertips forward, And then as slowly as you can, you're lifting off that back foot to find your warrior 3. Square that hip down. Doesn't matter what you do with that back foot, but just make it intentional. Reach out through those fingers. Option to bring the hands down by your sides for a rest. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, you're bending that right knee and hugging the thigh toward your chest. Left hand to your waist, knee toward the right armpit. Flex the foot, reach the hand inside that foot. Taking that half happy baby from standing. So option to just stay here, focus straight ahead of you. Imagining that you still have the floor against both sides of your lower back. And then option to extend that heel out toward the right. If you're doing that, you send your gaze over the left collarbone. Very nice, Lorraine. Yes, Joe. Awesome. One more breath in. And then exhale, look back in front of you. Bend that knee, release that foot. And then kick that leg slowly behind you. Reach it all the way back as far as you can with as much control as you can. You're going to step the foot back and then open the arms out straight into your warrior 2. That's it. Deep breath in. And then exhale, the back hand goes to the back leg, the front palm turns up, and you reach up and back, keeping your hips where they are. Deep breath in, and then exhale, extend the legs, extend the arms, reach forward to come down into Trikonasana. So all different grips with your left hand possible. If you want even more challenge, you can even float that left hand or reach around the big toe of that left foot, looking up past your right fingertips. Take one more breath wherever you are, and then exhale, you're gonna bend into that left knee, reach the left fingertips forward, slowly lift off that back foot, find your half moon. So either pointed or flexed back foot, right fingertips still pulling up high. Take one more breath in. And then exhale the right hand down. Standing split. Option 1, stay in standing split. Option 2, walk the hands forward, press the palms down. Lift up to the tiptoes of your left foot. Bend the thigh toward the chest. Little hops off that bottom foot. So your right toes are that compass reaching toward the ceiling. Your hands are pressing into the floor to find length through your spine. And you're just practicing a little bit of weightlessness. One more breath wherever you are. And then exhale, slowly lower that back foot down. One pace or a little bit longer behind your left foot. Right fingertips go down in front of the left foot or to the outside of that left foot. And then reach your left arm high, revolving your Trikonasana. Nice, Lorraine. Try to roll your left shoulder blade down so your neck is still long. Awesome. One more breath in. And then exhale, rotate the left hand back down. Come up to the tiptoes of your back foot and then send that foot further back. Bend your front knee. Gently lower that back knee. Untuck the toes and then reach your arms up overhead. Deep kneeling lunge. Maybe a crescent if you want to add a back bend. One more breath in. And then exhale, bring your hands to prayer. You're back to a neutral spine, and then you twist to the left. Tuck your right elbow outside that left thigh. Look over your left shoulder. Option to tuck those back toes, power back into your front leg. You've already done a lot on that quad, so don't worry. One more breath in. And then exhale, hands to the floor, step it back to your plank, chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale the knees down, take the thighs close together. Sit it all the way back to child's pose, and then just drag the hands back by your feet. Let the shoulders slump. Fetal child's pose, 5 breaths. We built our standing balance into our flow today, so we'll go straight to our cool down stretches. Take the hands forward, take it back to your tabletop, tuck the toes under, find your down dog again, and then free movement here. Maybe a twist through the spine, maybe the lifting of a leg or the opening of a hip. Do one on each side, and then take one more breath in, and then exhale, extend your right leg up, bend the knee straight into the chest, rotate the hip open, lower the shin down. We're gonna lower that back knee and stay up high today. So take your hands to your waist, finding your balance, looking straight ahead of you. That's it. And then option 1 is to press your palms against your lower back, squeezing your elbows toward each other, like chicken wings. And then maybe you untuck your back toes. Maybe you can send your back knee further back, but you're gently pressing your hips forward so that your chest can open up. Maybe lift your chin as well. So going toward a back bend here. That's it, Joe. Very nice, Lorraine. One more breath in. You should feel that in your left hip flexor. And then exhale. Take the hands back down. Take the bum all the way down. Spread it out to your sleeping swan. You can stretch the hands forward, or you can keep the elbows bent. Your choice. And we're relaxing here for 10 breaths. Just opening into that right hip. And we're about halfway in, so if you'd like to add a twist, you're gonna press up, make some room between your chest and the floor. The left palm slides underneath the right hand. You thread all the way through left ear toward the floor. And it's like that twist we started with. Your right arm goes behind your back. Instead of finding the top of the left thigh, try to find your right big toe and then hook your fingers around that toe and try to roll your right shoulder open. One more breath in, and then exhale, release whatever you have. Press your hands back into the floor, tuck your back toes under, take a step back to your down dog. Pedal it out, take a twist. Inhale the left leg up, exhale the knee into the chest. Rotate the hip open and lower the shin down. Your back knee comes down so your hips stay up quite high off the floor. Untuck those toes, take your hands to your waist, and then you can press your hands to your lower back, gently guiding the hips forward. You're feeling a stretch mainly in your right hip flexor And strengthen your left quad. And then maybe lifting that chest, lifting the chin, dropping your head back. Beautiful. One more breath in. And then exhale, slowly take it back up through neutral. Hands to the floor, send your hips back, and then release down into your sleeping swan. 10 breaths total. One more breath in. And then exhale, walk your hands in. This is only if you're twisting, so stay where you are if you're not twisting. Your right palm goes underneath your left hand. Your right ear goes toward that floor. And then you wrap your left arm behind your back, trying to find that left big toe for some leverage. Rolling the left shoulder open. See if you can't reach that toe, don't worry. You can just tuck your hand behind your back. Or just don't take that twist. Keep taking it straight into the hips. One more breath in. And then exhale, slowly unravel. Press the palms back into the floor. Tuck your back toes under. Take a big step back to your down dog and then pedal it out. This is your final down dog shape. Wake up your neck a little. Just tuck your chin toward your chest. Tucking your tailbone under. And then release your neck back to neutral. Lift up to your tiptoes. Either hop or just walk your feet in. And then send your feet out in front of you. Come to your seat. You can use your hands if you like. Take a shake out through your legs. And then mirroring how we started, just flop the hands down by your sides. Chin falls toward your chest. Take a curl over your legs. Again, you can bend up those knees if you like. One more breath in. And then exhale, roll it back up to neutral. Squeeze the thighs together, point the toes, press the palms down behind your hips, and then lift your chest, relax your head back. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, gently tip your chin back to neutral. Stretch the hands out in front of you, keeping those toes pointed. You're going to tuck that tailbone and come slowly all the way down to your back. And then we'll reach the arms up overhead. Keep stretching out through those toes. You're getting super long. Take a deep breath in at the top. And then you're going to exhale, bend both knees up. Keep tucking that tailbone under so the knees go straight into your chest. We're going to finish with a happy baby. So the knees go out wide. You flex both feet. Reach from the insides of your soles. And then press the soles of the feet into the fingers. Press your tailbone down. So nice flat back, wide open hips. If you feel like extending one leg and then the other, or even both at the same time. If you've got both at the same time, try to reach your toes toward the ground. So you can take a little tuck of your tailbone, stretch out those hamstrings. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then release those feet. Hug the knees into the chest. Hug the face up to the knees. Scrunch up tight. Take a deep breath in. exhale, extend those legs out, relax the head back down, hands by your sides, palms either facing up or down into the floor. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. And just let yourself fully relax. Take a wiggle into your fingers and your toes. Slowly stretch your arms up overhead. Any final stretches or movements you'd like to take, go ahead. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, bend your knees up toward your chest. You can either roll to your right side, find a fetal position, and then slowly push yourself up to seat, or just rock straight up to your seat. We'll center ourselves with prayer to our chest again, so thumbs to your sternum. Relax across the shoulders and the collarbones. And then rooting down into your sit bones to find a long spine. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, long breath out. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. Here's to more yoga in 2024.